Hey guys, thanks again for joining my channel, Planner Game. And today I'm going to be going back to my mini and setting up my mini for the spring and summer months coming up. Over the winter, I had gone to a classic size. I found some classic size planners to try out off of clearance at Hobby Lobby. So I tried it out and I found that I'm not reaching for that classic as much as I did the mini when I was working out of the mini. So with the mini, I felt like I was more closer to planner piece, so I'm going to go back to my mini and see if I can find that planner piece with it. So with switching back to the mini, I did find these three. Two of them are planners. One of them is a Happy Planner Notes notebook, and all three of these were on clearance. So to go back, and as I'm kind of maneuvering around to find that planner piece, I have been able to find planners on clearance for super cheap while I'm making all these transitions back and forth. So today it's all about going back to basics and back to the mini. This one I found yesterday at Hobby Lobby for $6 on clearance, and it's the horizontal. I think it's more like a seasonal planner, which I love the seasonal ones. In my skinny classic right now, I'm actually have been using that one more than even the classic. So, and I think just because I'm able to bring it with me everywhere. And the one I have set up right now is the Wrong Wrong, and I'm really enjoying the Wrong Wrong. She's a Houston artist that did a couple of collabs with the Happy Planner, so I was able to find this Wrong Wrong dashboard layout, which is my fave. Also on clearance at Michael's for $6. And then this is one I got a while back during a Hobby Lobby clearance. And you'll see the price tag on this one's only $2.24. And this is one of the Happy Planner notes. So I am going to be using all three of these. This was the last time I was using my mini. This was the setup. I had done it right before the winter months started, so I'm going to be pulling some from this because there is the Happy Girl Glam Girl mini planner that's in here that lasts all through 2020. So I'm definitely going to be pulling that out, plus some other items out of this. Also for this setup, I'm going to be using these as well. This is some filler paper for the mini that I got on clearance, and you'll see it was only $1.12. I got that at Hobby Lobby. And then also these dashboards to divide the planner out a little bit better and get it more organized. And I found this one also on clearance for $1.49 at Hobby Lobby a while back. So this is what I'm going to be using for the setup today. Also, last summer I had used these turquoise discs, and I love them for the summer. So I'm definitely bringing these back for the setup today as well. So, okay, let's get started. For the very first piece of this, I'm going to start out because I know I love the dashboard, and I definitely got to get me a dashboard back in my planner. So I'm going to be using this Wrong Wrong planner to get that started. And the two planners, additional planners that I got on clearance, sorry, I was trying to get that plastic film off the cover. Look at that cover, babes supporting babes, just love it. And for both of these, they were only $6 at Michael's. And on my last couple of videos when I did set up, I forgot to mention where I'm getting them. So this, I'll probably even mention it a couple of times just to make sure I'm letting you guys know where I'm finding these planners on clearance. It is during the lockdown, but when I drove by Michael's, there weren't that many cars there yesterday. I had to go out anyways to get groceries for the week. I've been trying to get groceries once a week during this time. So it was my weekly outing. And when I drove by Michael's, they didn't have very many. So so I went ahead and very many cars there. So I went ahead and stopped in just to take a peek. And then I was able to score these on clearance. So, but I think also Michael's is also doing like curbside. And of course you can order online. So there's also other options. It's just at the time, like I said, there weren't that many cars there. I was already in my gloves and my mask, so I decided just to take advantage of it and go ahead and do it. So, all right, so I'm going to start out by putting and I do for my mini, just to separate the different planners so I can turn to them fairly quickly. I do it as a transformer planner, which is the reason why I use these extra large expander discs. They're really, really large on a mini, and they allow it to hold a lot of different planners on one. So that's the reason why I use such large planners in my mini. Plus, I just love the look of a chunky mini. I just think it's super cute and adorable. So, all right, so there is my cover, and we are now in the month of April. So I'm going to take these first pages out, go ahead and get them placed in here, and then I am going to go over to April and start pulling those out. For this initial setup, I'm only going to put in 3 months. I may add more later. But for the initial setup, just because I don't know how chunky it's going to get with the addition of the new planner, so I'm just going to add in these. And for the dashboard, the one that I got last year was in the mini was actually probably my favorite planner of all times. Like, it was just super cute. It was the Lemons mini planner, and everything about it just appealed to me. They didn't have anything that I saw comparable this year. And plus, it was a dashboard, which is my favorite layout too. So it was just the best of both worlds. The way they did the setup and the graphics and everything in it, the colors, everything was just perfect. And plus, it was a dashboard. So unfortunately, I didn't see anything like that in this last release. So, but I am loving the Wrong Wrong, definitely in my classic. In fact, sometimes I'll just take a Wrong Wrong sticker, and that'll be my jumping off start as far as decorating the spread. So I'm really loving the Wrong Wrong too. So I felt like the Wrong Wrong with the dashboard would probably be the best way to go. All right, so I just put April, May, and June, another Wrong Wrong in there. And the next planner I'm going to add to it is this seasonal mini. And I apologize, I don't know the actual name of it. This is just what I guess refer to it as, just because it's super geared towards seasonal. So I don't know its official name. And I believe this was one of the ones that came out in the fall release, but is a 2020 planner, and we're just in April, so have tons of time to use this. Plus, I've noticed the reason why I chose the 3 layouts that I did as far as planners, which is the dashboard, the horizontal, and the lined vertical, is because they're all lined. And I seem to do better with lined planners. I have learned that. And that's probably the reason why, even though I'm using my my Skinny Classic quite a bit, I probably wouldn't totally go to one for 2 reasons. One, I haven't found a layout that they've created for that where it's lined. And then 2, they don't have a monthly where you can actually write on it. So, so yeah, I probably wouldn't totally go to that one just because of that reason. If they did add those 2 in there, I don't know, I may totally switch to the classic, the Skinny Classic, just because you can use all your half sheets and everything in there. They fit in there perfectly. I think I'm sort of a vertical type planner anyways, but like I said, since they haven't come out with a lined layout in it, and the monthly isn't really where you can write on the monthly, I am going back to my mini to see if I can find some planner piece of this. And again, this is the horizontal layout. I'll just give you a quick view of that. And I'm just going to put April, May, and June in this too, just to get started, because I definitely want to add some paper in here as well. Just because I'm a list maker, so I want to always have plenty of paper in there. Oh, this is going to be super cute. And I know you've probably seen flip throughs of this already, but Dang, this is such a cute planner. That's your May divider. And that's June. Oh, with all the planner stuff, it's so cute. Okay, so there is that one. And then the last planner I'm adding is one that I was actually using already. It's the Mini Planner Girl. Glam Girl. Sorry, I got something on that. And I'll just add this to the back. Oh, look how cute that turquoise looks with the pink. And I probably would have never paired the two together if it was just this one. So that looks super cute there. All right, I'm taking the first pages out. And then I am grabbing from my stash, this is my extra planner stash that I store until those months come around. I'm going to be pulling, and again, this layout's also a lined layout. It's a lined vertical layout, so that's one thing I've kind of experimented and found that I really, really like is the lined. It seems like, I don't know what's wrong with me. If I don't have those lines, everything gets all slanted, and I just don't like the look of it. So I will stick to the lines. And this is that lined vertical, which I know, again, you've probably seen all that, but just in case. And I apologize for all the shadows. I'm still working on getting my lighting just right. So, okay, so there is that. And I need to get this back cover off so I can use it. And oh, I'm gonna miss my women's dashboard. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite one. I'm really, even though I'm excited about these, it's just that one was just like a perfect fit for me. So I was really surprised when they didn't come out with anything comparable to that one this year. So it's a super, super cute planner. All right, so there is that one. And the last thing I'm gonna add in is this notes. And I thought that had a super summer feel to it, that cover did. So for that notes. So I did get that one. All right, so let's get this cover on here, and this is just going to be my regular filler paper section to the planner. Man, I didn't realize how much I miss these turquoise discs. But they are super cute for summer, so I'm excited about. And look, they even blend well with the Glam Girl. So I'm excited about going back to these pretty turquoise discs. Alright, so the last section we'll do is this one. And this was the mini notes book that I got back when Hobby Lobby had their clearance, and I got it for like $2 something. So I am doing a lot of switching back and forth so I can find my planner piece, but I am definitely doing it on a budget, on clearance basically. So when I switched over to the Classic just to see how I liked that, because I thought I needed more room. I got those on clearance, and now these on clearance. And there's a lot of cute stuff out there still on clearance, you guys. And I noticed when I went online yesterday, at least one of those planners I got, the seasonal one, you should be able to get online too. So if you're not in a situation where you can get out at this time. I think I may just put all of this in here. This is super cute. Sorry about that. Maybe I should should have done this in a smaller little section. Oh, and even the leaves match the turquoise coloring. That's super cute. I know you probably can't tell on camera because the colors come out a little different on camera. But the turquoise actually matches the turquoise on these leaves here. So that just shows it was meant to be, right? And that's really what I was going for with going back to the mini. Something that made it feel like spring and summer was on its way. And I wanted to go with some brighter colors just because everything that's going on now in the world, I just wanted to brighten my world up a little bit. So that's what we're doing with this mini setup. All right. Yay. Oh, that's super cute. Okay. And then I'm going to open up the dashboard. And again, I'm so sorry about the lighting and shadows and stuff. I'm still trying to find my groove with all that. All right, I'm just going to put this big one in here to separate out some of this paper. And again, these paper packs was only like $1.12 on clearance at Hobby Lobby back when they were doing their clearance. And I sort of had them set off to the side, but now it is trying to bring them out. So let me just put this paper pack in here because I have the room, so why not? And I use this paper for making different lists and also for just reference items I'm needing to keep in my, just quick reference items I'm needing to keep in my planner day to day. Paper like this, it's an easy go-to just to have it in your planner already. All right, guys. Oh, this turquoise disc with each, it seems like with each of the different covers, it just looks super cute. Okay, so this is, and I will start from the beginning. So we'll go to our Babes planner. All right, here is the wrong. Sorry, lighting's really bad there. Let's see. Let me turn off this light here. Nope. Nope, must be the overhead lights. Come on, I gotta have it. Okay, so this is the Babes Supporting Babes planner. And there's that with April, May, and June. And that's the dashboard layout, super cute. And then the next planner is, oh, I'm glad I did the flip there. I forgot to put the back cover on this. Okay, back cover up real quick. Plastic stuff is so sticky. All right, so and this is the horizontal. And these are all 2020 planners that run January 2020 through December 2020. So there is that one, and this is the horizontal with my May, June, and July. No, I'm sorry, April, May, and June. There's the horizontal, and then my next one is the one that I've already been using, which is the Mini Glam Girl. And then this one is the lined vertical. Super cute. And then the last section is the paper section, which right now is the biggest one, which I'll probably eliminate. As soon as I figure out how I'm going to use that, I'll probably eliminate some of it. And I have that separated also with a divider. So, all right, guys, I am all set up for spring and summer now, and I'm excited to get back to my mini. Like I said, it just seemed like out of all the planners, it seemed like it was the one that I went when I was working in it. It was the one that I used and grabbed the most. So I'm going back to basics with my mini. Thank you so much for joining this video, and you guys stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll get through this thing soon. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend.